They've been awesome to have on board, along with our usual creative content team. They bring a lot of fun, a lot of zest. I know a lot of people out there watching. I'm like, who are these guys? Oh, they're so intense. I don't like it, but
Did you know you had that sticker on your back?
Yeah, I did. I mean, I knew they were doing something along the lines of, like, when he patted me. He told me I knew about it when he patted me on the back. I figured something was going on.
oh, magic broken, I guess.
I don't think anyone patted me on the back. Now I'm
No,
nervous.
Like, I didn't know immediately.
Grant, why don't you hit him over
I didn't
there?
know immediately, but then I had to, like, when you like remember something that you like had earlier.
Yeah.
That's what happened there.
Now, we do have a draft already underway,
Oh,
so
alrighty.
we got to make sure we acknowledge
Can't see
that and let it get
Oh, there it is.
going. But I got to say one part of that video hit close to home, you know.
What, they're your fake slacks?
The way
Jesus.
I've been known as
No
what is called
mercy.
professional slacks, actually.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, I can see that.
I could take that title.
Oh,
but
That's pretty good.
I'm very unprofessional, I guess, according to game number 1. Here's game number 2, though. By the way, guys, what's your favorite omelet again?
Dude, wait, I actually want to bring. What is your guys' top 3 favorite Christmas movies?
Ooh.
Because
We were talking about this earlier.
I'll be one of the hipsters that say Die Hard, of course.
No, I
Die Hard.
Well, that Die Hard's my second. It goes Jingle All the Way, Die Hard, Emoji Movie.
Die Hard's definitely in my top 3. I think Grinch is number 1 for, like, nostalgic reasons.
Okay.
Jim Carrey's like one of my favorite
Guys,
actors.
we're here for Dota.
Oh,
honestly.
you're right. Sorry. Reddit
Sorry,
thread
Twitch
made
chat.
Yeah, they made sure we didn't talk about random stuff.
Yeah,
during
but
the
Jingle
game.
All the Way, it's a clear classic.
Yeah.
VP
What?
actually, they see the AA and they're like, we don't want to play against AA Morphling. We're just gonna pick Morphling and put it somewhere else.
Dude, they're just gonna do a. And then look at it. They have
That is
full
ballsy.
team fight on Kinguin. This is.
I don't know. I do like Kinguin's opening here.
Would you say VP's draft is cocky fogged? Honestly.
I think they just don't want to give them Morphling.
Okay.
Like, there's an AA,
Yeah.
right? And they banned DOTA. I think it's a
But
way
AA
to
is
just
good versus Morphling too, right?
Yeah, they'd rather
I
play
know,
it
but
into
I'm
a
saying-
counter than
That's what
have
I'm
to
saying.
deal with a.
They'll
Morphling.
throw it on offlane or something. They won't put it on one of those priorities.
Yeah, the thing is, Morphling's like his weakness is level 1 in lane, and then AA like really ties that up. So you can put him mid, you can put him safe lane. It's like why it's such a powerful opening, and they counter each other, so it blocks a counter to Morphling. It just makes the hero so powerful, like more powerful than he already is. Last game they banned it on Team Kinguin. They banned it first round.
Mhm.
So this game, I think they didn't believe that Virtus.pro would pick it into an AA.
But
VP.
guess what? They did.
They did.
They did it early in the tournament.
Yeah, they made it off lane, and Stunner Morphling doesn't seem nearly as good as it used to be because you actually like knock back the guy
Out of the
700.
team
Yeah.
fight. Yeah. Whoa.
That's why you get a blink, so you blink behind,
Yeah,
knock
and
him
force
towards
him
the
in.
team.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
basically a 4-step stun, is what it seems like.
Shadow Shaman looked at one of the better heroes versus Tide now, since you can't dispel the Hex.
Hex.
I
Yeah,
think Kinguin
there's
knew
no
it was
crack in
coming
show.
though, right? Because they banned Wyvern and Bane. Like it's the clear pick for your.
Yeah,
5-hero there.
they must have known it's gonna be one of those 3, and they just like, which one would we most like to play against?
a weak one.
For
Like,
the reason
low.
you said that Shadow Shaman and the Hex, like, are we seeing him more than like Lion just because he also brings that like push element, or why are we not seeing Lion as much as Shadow Shaman because of
Oh,
the Hex
no.
value?
It's just the damage.
Damage, yeah. You have
It's literally just the base damage. I
your
think.
base damage, your wave clear. Like, you provide much more in a team fight than a Lion does. Lion, the stun is like, you know, it can be cool, but you don't see many people, like, you don't see Lion really often, but you don't see like a 4-man stun coming out from a Lion or anything.
Yeah.
Shadow Shaman's job is like, you lock that one character down, or you split push with your wards or get a tower.
I mean, I would agree. You make a strong case. So for the sake of the Lion, then, is he just stuck in a bit of a rut at this point, giving so much to Rasta?
Yeah, you just need to give him something that Rasta doesn't offer early on, and maybe like more range. They did that to A like a couple patches ago, where A got like 150 extra range on his attacks, and suddenly that hero was like first round.
I personally want to rework, actually. I don't like Mana Drain as an ability. in
I
Dota.
agree. I actually
Yeah.
agree with that.
It's really awkward. You
Maybe
just sit there-
lower the mana numbers on his abilities a bit.
Yeah, I just Mana Drain for me, I feel like they've done this a lot for other heroes where they just combine 2 abilities. I feel like something like that for Lion could even come into play and add a 3rd thing.
Oh, like every time
Because
he
if-
impales you, he steals mana.
Something-
If you're able to
like
mana
that, right?
drain
Like-
for like 3 seconds, it will stun them briefly afterward or something.
Some type of other thing, because just sitting there and you Mana Drain like 400 mana, it's like, wow.
Past 15 minutes into the game, that's like when do you ever actually mana drain somebody?
Yeah, it feels very one-dimensional. It doesn't really have any uses. That's just a personal opinion.
I
but-
agree.
I love this clockwork.
That's a good point. I wouldn't have thought about that.
Against Bounty.
Usually you want a carry that's like not vulnerable to clockwork killing them, because it's either a core clockwork or that's an offlane morphling.
I think it's going to be the little clockwork against AA and Bounty
Yeah.
Hunter.
Yeah, Lifestealer's a good example of
I
a hero that doesn't care about
You're
clock.
done.
I like Lifestealer versus Tiny, and I think also they have to. I think they actually have to ban Shadow Fiend still as the last one because I think VP will take Shadow Fiend instantly if it's there.
It
and they'll
is
throw
like
the morph
Lifestealer
offline.
is good against Shadow Fiend, but the Clockwork Shadow Fiend is so scary
Yeah.
to lane against with the extra cog damage.
I think Kinguin has to ban SF here, or VP will take it.
They do need a vehicle.
I was
for
just
Lifestealer,
thinking that,
yeah.
but I was like, I don't want to say that because everyone says that. But I'm
Puck
glad
still,
you did.
yeah, that Storm, yeah, they banned the Storm. That's scary. Puck's still in the pool, but then it's like a solo Lifestealer core. I like the Storm, yeah, SF ban as you
Yeah,
said.
they have to.
I like a carry-esque type vehicle if they're already left. Storm is definitely the best option. Like, you don't want a solo core Lifestealer. Usually, but maybe with Bounty Hunter it's more viable. They look like they want to just really ramp up the pace of this game.
So is Puck bad then, middle?
You
think it is?
I think it's a good pick, but it leaves them with, like I said, a solo core Lifestealer, which against Morphling Tiny doesn't seem
Yeah,
like
you're
the
in another
dream, I
timing
guess.
window, right?
Yeah, and
last game.
if you're like playing against better teams, it's hard to put yourself on a window because they know exactly what that window is, and since they're just so clean in their execution, it's like hard to force the game to like the times we saw Kinguin win is when they were the ones on the so they do go.
They
Puck.
go for it anyway.
Like there didn't seem like another option. I couldn't think of one.
I was sitting there thinking,
Yeah.
I'm like, what can they use to abuse with the Bounty Hunter and to work with the Lifestealer? And I didn't really see any big options.
I mean, Puck has late game with like the Dagon burst build, being pretty powerful against Morphling. But like we said, they can just make it an offlaner.
This just means the tight end has to farm a lot more than before. Like,
Yeah.
that's how it feels like.
They need a. They can go either lane with this pick, like literally any lane. They could put Morphling mid, Tiny safe, Tiny mid, Morphling safe, Morphling off lane, Tiny either of the other two lanes. Like
Can VP just go for TA here for the matchup versus both Lifestealer
honestly,
and versus
TA
Puck?
does look really good.
It looks like a pretty solid TA game because then they can farm Ancients too. They've got Roche.
They know.
Yeah,
They know what
TA
they
look-
want.
They already
TA
know what
looks
they
sick
want, yeah.
actually if they go that route.
Trying to think what other option. In case they don't grab that one.
It's really good against Lifestealer too.
Yeah, that's why I'm. And it doesn't care so
No
much about
stuns on the
BH.
supports. No
Yeah.
stuns.
I think TA. I still think Quap is decent here.
It's not as
Still
good
don't
of a lane matchup though. Is what the only like deciding factor I think. Like I agree with you. It's good for the game, but not as good for the lane. They do like virtually any disable on the side of.
TA or Dragon Knight.
I was just thinking DK maybe.
But you're versus a Lifestealer, which isn't. I mean, it's not. It's not like. a
AA, I think it would be more of the issue if I'm a Dragon Knight.
hard, true that. I'm still leaning on TA, but VP's
yeah.
got their own style. We'll see.
I'm gonna learn what the best pick is in a second here.
Razor. Okay.
Dumbasses.
Razor versus Tide and Lifestealer.
I mean, it is a solo core Lifestealer.
Yeah.
Usually, I don't love Razor against Lifestealer because you have some semblance of like another mid hero that scales, but
Yeah,
when
Razor
your only
against-
damage is Lifestealer.
Yeah, Lifestealer and Tide, like
Yeah.
neither of those are bad lanes for him. Even Bounty
just-
Hunter.
They're just gonna put the Tiny mid versus
Yep.
the Puck, and then Razor versus Tide. They're just gonna hard counter the Patos.
That's what we all just thinking. It's another good VP draft, and they're just gonna carry it through. Or do you think? I mean, Kinguin.
They lack team fight.
Yeah.
They have like no team fight on VP side is the one concern I think I would say.
So, but if they win laning phase, they get their key items. You just never team fight, split push kind of thing with Morph.
I think if Kinguin can get out of the laning stage and then like really snowball with some track kills, like
Track and Ravage team fighting
Yeah,
all together.
yeah.
If they get that one moment and they just really capitalize with it.
I'm not gonna lie though. I think this draft does heavily favor VP.
Yeah.
I agree. I think like Razor. I sometimes I do like when like there's a get in the face like the Puck Lifestealer. You can actually kill the Razor before the link starts mattering. But it's a solo core Lifestealer. I think the game can get to a point where Tiny and Razor just don't really. They'll just shrug off the damage
Yeah.
and they can deal with it quite nicely.
I love that Storm ban. That was actually like the perfect ban.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this is game number 2. VP Kinguin. Can Kinguin go for an upset here? Do you got? There definitely is a chance. Anytime with Tide AA, right? Like you win 1 or 2 team fights, and it could just be over, especially with track kills. But they have to get those perfect team fights, and that is not easy to do against the almost consensus favorite of the tournament.
I just don't see how they like split them up on the side of Kinguin, meaning like they make Virtus.pro or like how Virtus.pro will be not be able to split push. I guess like
Yeah,
Virtus.pro can kind of just
exactly.
control the map, and then like the only time they can team fight with Kinguin is the Ravage. So anytime Ravage is on cooldown,
Oh my.
Yeah,
He's
maybe
gonna
a
go
nice
down here, yeah.
early pick on Lil though.
that's good. That's a good start. But like it's just what I was trying to say is if Ravage is on cooldown, I feel like Virtus.pro is gonna get a lot more off the map than Kinguin will, because they can't force team fights, and then they don't offer that much kill potential on the cores.
I think this might be the tournament where Tide skills gush the most at level 1.
Yeah,
They're
this
going
is
in
really
again.
good, though.
Dude, it's owning. with
Welcome to
chili
game
fingers.
number 2.
There you go.
Says
Okay,
Kinguin.
that's a great start for them. That actually can change significantly the dynamic of a lane. Like Razor traditionally, pretty much dumpsters Tide, and I like how he leveled Gush. His lane's not going to be normal. You got to get creative when you're in these crappy lane matchups.
And he had double clarity, so he's happy because the cogs even pushed him back and drained a ton of his mana, but he got 2 gushes off, and he still has almost 2 more.
Those got the kills, so that's like the most value skill
So
point Gush.
I love. What a great start. And even they got 3 runes, right? Not bad for Kinguin.
Yeah, this is like the opposite of last game. Last game they got like the double D
2.
ward
All right.
kill on Virtus.pro side. Asking if they can upgrade the courier.
You think you like that change, BSJ, as a carry? You're not a really support, but as a carry, the automatic upgrade at 3.
Yes.
Overall is a
yes.
good change.
I just hated having to ask for it, honestly.
You kind of look like a jerk, but you're like, well,
Yeah,
this
it's
is your
like
job.
exactly.
Do your job.
Oh, he's
is
gonna go
this-
down here on our style.
What is happening?
Dude,
One
oh, give
more.
Puck the kills.
AA so much damage.
AA stole the kill.
His attack speed just a little faster.
That's
He has boots now.
that's a
if he
Yapsor
wants.
move right there. Make sure he gets the last hit.
I actually really like it, though, because it does give him boots now.
Nah, it's actually sometimes a lot more important on supports to get the kill because they're not getting any farm.
He did get the range creep pull. No melee, but he's got that one range. That's the important one.
Mm-hmm.
Now we saw Ramses try to just drain and
Nice, and they deny the range creep away.
love it. Actually,
Oh.
Nisha goes down this time, and man, this is gonna be an action-packed mid lane if it's just a 2-on-2.
This is a very bad matchup for Puck in terms of the lane.
Why
Tiny,
so?
Tiny just out base damages you.
Okay.
That's pretty much all there is to it. Like Puck usually relies on her high base damage, or his or her. I see Twitch Tech get pretty triggered by that.
Just rips off the trees, so like no support can easily hide in there.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, I'll take that. No, it's 3-1 Kinguin, but the last kill does come. No one gets it. That's great for them. But Lifestealer versus more. This is a straight up 1v1 lane, BSJ. If you were in this lane, would you feel good if you're the Lifestealer, or would you feel, ugh?
This is an issue. I actually have never played this matchup. I feel like
It's different.
yeah, I played both of these heroes a lot. This is a weird matchup. I feel like if he gets no help on Lifestealer's side, this lane's actually pretty hard.
Here we go. Caught in the river here.
Arcel's
Shackle
is dead.
lockup, but Arcel obviously going to get bullied again between the chilly fingers of both AA and Puck.
I like how he Wayne Rift to take the kill that time, actually. I mean, they didn't
He's
have
like,
to.
I'm done.
Not
with
this
this.
time.
I'm not
Alright.
having this.
Ooh,
Know
this
your
could-
role.
This could be a follow-up kill here with the bounty hunter.
Okay, they're making the move for no one.
I don't think. Do they have enough without chili fingers?
Tosses him back, says I
They
see
do
you.
not. That is a very tanky Tiny.
And the Centroid, yeah, like you said, just gets a toss back, and that's nice. But still, 4-1. I mean, obviously, early game kills, they're hype, but as we said, the nerf to them and all that, sometimes just dominating a lane is
I actually know
far
for a
better.
fact VP is
They're fine with it.
enjoying what's going on in
Yeah,
this game.
because
Like,
you would hope also that maybe you're not getting rewarded in the game, but maybe psychologically you're giving it to him. But VP is a pretty headstrong.
yeah, look at the look at the CS. Like
The
bottom
Razor.
lane is favoring Morphling in a
Holy,
1v1.
a
Like
lot.
top lane is Razor dominating the Tide, and then mid lane's like kind of a wash. So this
and-
is 2.5 lanes and 1 for VP, despite all the kills.
He got the range creep too up there in the pole, and they're gonna go for it. I don't think there's a kill possible here, but they're gonna try.
Oh, it's like exactly what Kinguin needs to do, but in terms of the go for kills, but because they're not going to win the trades. But I think that's why it's just like a superior draft.
Oh my good, is this actually gonna be a solo kill? I think he needs 2 hits now. Yep, 1, 2. He got it. I mean, that's an off lane, right? The off lane morph. That is so worth it for him. Oh my goodness.
Morphling's so ridiculous in 1v1s now. He used to be weak because of the Morphling, or because of the attribute shift mana cost, but now it's just, unless you bully him with multiple heroes, he just wins every trade because he's so high armor and so high damage, low base attack time.
Phase boots up on the Razor. This Tide actually can't do anything except pull a wave. And even that, look at Lil. He's going for it. Level 2. Like, it does
Bounty
no
ring.
damage. What?
Takes
He
it.
steals him?
Wow.
That's rough. This is actually, even though it is 5-2 in kills, like VP, like you said, they're in the room right now. They're feeling super fine about this.
I mean, yesterday that's all they could talk about was like, who cares about kills?
Game kills. Tiny is going in. It's going to be a 2-on-3. Tosses it back. Can he get him? We're going to see a TP coming from Lil. No one will go down.
Bump
Ooh,
back.
the cog push.
And the Ether Shock will help get
If the two
trade.
supports on the side of VP can get like decent levels in their game like this, they're just gonna still ball so hard because they already have like all 3 cores having a good game. they'll just ramp up the pace faster than Kinguin. And Lifestealer's game is bad, which is more important. Like, he is a solo core Lifestealer.
No.
Yeah, I'm scared for Kinguin right now, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, when's Kinguin's window? Is it actually just the level 6s on AA and Tide? And
I think it's track, yeah. I mean,
track.
combined with those, like, they
Yeah.
have to use those once they have track.
Gonna see if they can do it, but the levels are actually pretty slow on both teams right now. Bounty Hunter will find Lil. Lil still being level 2, just drain his mana. Always feels good. Just gonna move back to middle. Nice. Stun to get the harass as well as the range creep. I love range creep kills. Cheers me up.
I just imagine you depressed and going and pulling out a nice GIF loop of Priest being denied.
Oh, I absolutely. Dude, Exotic Deer got the pull for
Everything was
himself.
Soothing.
He got a full pull on that bottom.
Hot Toast is whipping out the taunt strats.
He's gonna.
Oh, that 20 gold out the window.
Oh shit.
All right. Making a move for the Posh.
Yep. Not much you can really do against Posh. He has wave form. He's actually.
It's just like a
He's manning
morph
up.
hit. I mean, team's not coming, but he'll eventually
He has
jump
20
away.
denies on offlane Morphling. Like, that's just so scary.
Woo!
Gets the stun toss on Puck. He's going for the kill, but a nice turnaround.
He runs. He's not going to get froze. He's good.
Art style. He has an Invis rune.
Oh!
My god.
Zaps down the Fairy Dragon.
The level 2. Level 2 lightning. He's level 4.
Hurt so good.
Just killing it. Alright, so you're Kinguin now, BSJ. What do you
Congratulations.
do?
Thank you, thank you. I'm not gonna lie, I actually don't know. I feel like they had to at least give this Lifestealer a bit of a start.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, they have these like 2 losing lanes in terms of Puck against Tiny and Tide against Razor. So at this point, like usually when you're at this point, you think, what can I do? And there's like nothing obvious. You just have to wait until there's something more obvious. And in this case, it's just their level 6 with track and Tide, Ravage, and look for key kills with that. I mean, you can definitely come back, but it looks like Morphling's actually building to carry, which is insanely scary. Like in the other game, he had a really rough lane, so he was forced to
Dude, it's crazy. You
yeah,
know,
his
the old
Tranquils,
offlane build.
Etherlands, Blink.
Yeah.
But now, like they have 3 carries on the side of VP.
And they're all farming.
Yes, and none of them are susceptible to Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, it's
At all.
crazy. Just flat out.
They even
Morphling
talked.
winning the lane.
Yeah, VP even talked about like Bounty has to have at least 1 lane, if not. I mean,
Yes.
they said if you don't have 2 lanes, it's a bad pick.
Well,
and,
It's like Razor's a hero that can maybe die to Bounty Hunter, but it's with the help of
2
the
almost.
Tide Hunter or like the offlaner that he's helping, and Tide Hunter just gets damage sucked and does nothing. So it requires the Lifestealer to rotate, and then this Lifestealer's not having a great game either.
Oh, he pops the dust. He does
Gets
get
him.
him. Can he body block him? Tries, but he's just gonna get the solo kill with the dust.
He has a phase movement when he's
Oh,
in
yeah,
Invis,
yeah.
You know,
Smart.
giving you the
The
knowledge
knowledge.
bomb, yeah.
Thank you.
That was
Now,
a bomb.
6
Yeah.
to 5.
Thank you for the sound effects make everything better.
He's super dead. He's oh, can he get the rune? He's trying.
Go for oh man, Ramsey's just
Before you die, I will take this in front of you as well.
he made sure he like
No one is
waited to
dead,
kill
though.
him first.
Okay. They fire back.
Dude.
Puck coil used. That's most important that kill gives levels to the supports on the side of Kinguin.
Alright, Fog. We know you were just meditating for about the last 5 minutes on what Kinguin can do.
Just
What did you come up
taking
with?
it in like photosynthesis right now.
I missed a lot of what was going on, guys. I'll be honest here.
All right.
Well, you were meditating.
The meditating,
Yeah, I think-
centralized
I actually-
focus.
Okay.
So at least your chi is
Okay.
good.
I'm trying to see what happened. Dude, I
It
just missed
looks
20
like a
minutes of the game.
loss of 3 lanes for the most part. Like
On
mid lane
Kinguin.
was a wash, and the other 2 lanes are a loss
Okay,
for
so
Kinguin here.
Kinguin got 2 kills early, right, with Tygus?
Yes.
I missed it.
There's the first 2 blood.
Yeah, meditating can be distracting.
Now they are playing a little bit aggressive. Ramsey's, he's just gonna damage suck, so Patos can't do much except go for the body block, but he goes Ravage.
I don't think that's enough.
I think it might be now that they have Chili Fingers on the bounty. Is it?
He had
Is he
those
making
2
a
charges.
wade?
Windlass.
Turn and whip him. Turn and whip him. Boom.
Oh man.
Dude, he shuriken through before hitting the Janata. I didn't like that. I think it actually messed up. But they do get the kill, but Ramses nails him. And now Exotic Deer, look at this. Oh my, he is so pressured.
Having to play lifesteal like this is just so unfortunate.
How did
Level 8
Morphling get so farmed? in this
1v1
one?
versus lifesteal.
It
Really?
was a straight
Help,
1v1,
yeah.
and he got a solo kill.
Yeah,
Okay.
lifesteal relies on feast to win the lane, and you know it does damage. It's physical, so Morphling with low HP, high armor. Is just good.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Boom. Drop down the Serpent Trap.
Holy smokes.
And it is Kinguin on the run. They're going to be losing their bounty. Are they going to get the follow-up takedown of Exotic Deer? Trying to hide within the
Not having
trees.
fist.
This deer is prancing away.
I think he's good. He has
looking
range
for
TP.
a nook and cranny to hide in, but Pasha is just
Finds him in
not
time.
phased.
He hits
Like,
for
look at that.
130 damage on
The skill build too, having the max adaptive strike. You saw how much damage it did there.
Yeah. It popped off on him. Now they get a tower too.
Is this the build?
This is spiraling.
He's basically playing like a carry. I mean, in terms of like the way the lane played out, he's going 4-staff. Okay, honestly, like if you look at the lineup of Kinguin, other than Coil, what do they do when a hero gets 4-staffed?
Yeah, we said there was no disables on the 2 supports in the draft.
I love that item build
Yeah.
on the Morphling. He realizes like their only way back in the game is bounty hunter kills, and he's just going 4-staff. That's
Look at that. Chunking away like 300 life with each adaptive.
Off-lane Morphling here.
he could like be a carry, but he realized like they don't need 3 carries, so he's gonna have all this farm and just be a utility Morphling anyways.
Siege unit putting in work.
Did he switch his item build there? I saw him switch to 4-staff quick, and I think I saw him buy something at base, but
On Morphling?
yeah.
He might have got Yules. It was 4
I think he
step for
finished.
Yules.
He's finishing
finished the
the
force already?
Yes, and then he's getting a Yules.
Or is
I
he
mean,
just, he's just switching
No,
into
he's just
Yules.
going to
Oh,
Yules.
he's actually straight up going.
Yeah,
Is he
yeah.
going back for Lincoln's then? What's the Ring of Health for?
Casual.
Just casual Ring of
For
Health?
now.
It looks good on the finger. He doesn't have fingers.
The one ring. Have you guys ever had a funnel cake?
Yes.
Yeah, I've been to
That was random.
the boardwalk before.
No, because this game is just spiraling out of control. Like when they make a funnel cake and they spiral it up.
Oh,
Yeah, man,
that's
that's-
a good connection and still all relevant to Dota.
Yes, exactly.
There will be no complaints or threats.
What?
How do you think of these things? That's just what you were thinking about? You're thinking of a funnel cake when this game's going on?
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I not allowed to think funnel cakes?
Could have been
I mean,
closer to cotton candy,
Just-
maybe.
I'm just curious.
Just bullying my funnel cake.
Honestly,
fetish.
just curious at your thought process sometimes.
I mean, when you have to play lifesteal like this, 11 minutes in, don't have an Armlet yet, you're like
Yeah, I wish I had a
open
funnel
wounds and
cake.
creeps to farm jungle.
He's their solo carry too.
That's what I was
Weird
saying.
time
Is like when he
out.
was losing the lane, it's like he's solo core.
Whoa, blood
Ooh.
splattered, but
Give him another one.
Do you get
Stranger.
experience for ward denies?
No.
no.
Oh, okay. I've never. How often do you see people deny wards?
Because you're not a support.
Yeah.
Forces out the phase.
Dude, he's already like, look at his strength. The A blast is
they-
coming. This could be killed.
Okay.
He got him.
They need that. He's tracked too.
I don't think they can still kill him. He's just running forward.
They're
They're
They have
speedy
track.
though.
The
Look at
track
Nisha with
kill.
track.
Get him! A blast just won.
Ah!
Razor
Ramses.
might go down too. They're bleeding kills.
Oh.
Patos
Tide
has to
knows.
run
Doesn't
here.
feel
Out of the
good.
field in
He's
5.
running. Ramses is fast though.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, Razor almost died there. Good call, BSJ. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yep.
But look at
Oh!
Wait,
I love
man.
it.
That's a solo kill.
Smack on the
Yeah.
ass with the tree.
Exotic Deer's having a rough one. Solo killed by Morph, and now because of that, just the Tiny's so far.
Playing lifesteal like this is just such a nightmare.
This game looks pretty out of hand.
I feel like they. So last game, VP had this really bad matchup with the Batrider, and they just kind of like made it so that Kinguin had to react to the mid lane so that Batrider could have a better game. And I feel like they had to kind of just let that happen on Kinguin this game, because now that their lifestealer had a bad lane, he's just a handicap.
My big concern with
Oh,
them
there
is
it
that
is.
that's the stun
He
right there.
stunned him into the tower. He
That was pretty
Waveform
sick.
pass.
yeah, he waited for him instead
That-
of the blink. Yeah.
That waveform cast range.
He did
allowed
go
him
4-staff. I'm glad he finished that. I think that's really important.
Okay.
I think he would have lived mid if he had it.
So that was, yeah. What I was saying was, I think the struggle thing for me for Kinguin is when they do group up, they don't have any tower hitters, so they have no way to force buildings, even when they're at this deficit, to try to get their lifesteal back online through tower gold. Top now, Patos could be in a big amount of trouble, but the Avalanche is actually off the mark by no one.
Can they still just kill him though? With yeah,
Yep.
the tree through the cogs has the range. Little scooping that one up.
He even popped the dust, thinking there could be a bounty in the
If
area.
he switched to this game, he went magic resist.
Yeah, this
versus
game.
AA puck.
Yeah,
Especially.
yeah. Just prioritizing depending
Love
on
that,
game.
you know.
And he's
It
got a
shouldn't always
bottle.
be.
Oh, he steals the rune from no one.
Thank you. He stole the kill too.
4 position
Just taking
players, SMH.
So how can Kinguin get back in this one? I mean, they have to get their lifesteal armlet online before they can really make plays with Infest. But
They
I
have
think
to,
Infest 5-man plays with their heavy amounts of team fight is their way back into this one, in my opinion.
I think.
Just get the track rolling.
if you get one more team fight like you did last, you killed 3 heroes, tier 1 tower. You can't even do Roche. If Lifestealer is more farmed, you could think about it, but I don't think you can.
Lifestealer
right
is actually terrible at Roche because his feast doesn't work. So unless they have like Medallion as well, I think they drafted themselves into a corner.
They have no
here.
heroes that can do Roche. Even with Medallion, it feels like.
Yeah, Lifestealer is bottom of the barrel in terms of carries for.
You know, they were
Roche.
like we were mentioning during the draft, they were probably like, okay, they 4th-picked this Lifestealer and they see Clockwork picked, and they're like, oh my god, we're under so much pressure because we have to ban SF. But then you're like, you're a Lifestealer leaving Razor in the pool, right? So it's like, it almost feels like the trade-off wasn't worth it. It's like maybe playing versus the SF would just been better. This is just how hard Lifestealer gets countered by Razor.
Well, this could be a nice kill unknown if they find him.
Can they do it?
Yeah, these track kills add up. It helps his Lifestealer a lot in his recovery.
He needs these.
He'll get armlet off this.
Man, it takes
lot.
some elbow grease to get him down.
There we
They
go.
might get a bit more here after losing their AA.
I just dead Ramsey's here. See ya.
That's honestly like overall good, I think, for Kinguin. Like, and not in the way of like yay, but you know that's the best you're gonna get.
Did they lose the tower there as well, though, in mid? They
Yeah.
did, right? So
Several wards were expended, at least.
I think, yeah, no one dying might actually. I mean, it's a gain for them because they get tracked, but yeah, losing tower and 2 heroes.
I'm not saying it's good. I'm saying it's like best.
Yeah,
you know.
best case, fair enough.
Well, 15-minute armlet. That's rough. 16. It's very rough. Pasha's. He has tranquils now. I mean, I don't know. Fuck.
Boba, what do you think?
How does Kinguin get
How
back
does
in this
Kinguin
game?
get back in this one? He said no. He said there's no way. That's what I understood from Boba there. Tough to understand him sometimes,
Excellent
though.
insight from the Mafia God.
Yep. I
lost Mafia to Bulba. That's on my resume.
Sorry to bring that up. Does that hurt?
No, I just want to bring up one thing. That is the fact that Crit and Melons trusted Bulba over anyone just goes to show that.
All right, they need this. They need this
you know what I'm
infest to work.
All right, sorry,
Get
Fog.
track money. Sorry, it's finals day. I'm focused.
Yeah, man.
On the Dota.
Keep it a Dota, you know.
Oh, you weren't first game until you went on the internet.
Suck-ups.
I mean, I'm calling them out. It's some BS. Get the hell out of here.
I'm just here to have some fun, man.
Going on
You said
Morphling.
you're
He has
for
4
Dota.
staff, though.
Okay, looks like they will be able to get the nab on the Pasha.
Uh-oh.
Move for Artside will also be there. Deer
Okay.
hoping
These
for
are
all this, and
huge
they're going to
kills.
continue to get a lot more. Here we go, Kinguin scoring some serious cash.
Signs
Into
of
the
life.
tier
I like
one.
to see some
Yeah.
signs of life.
Group
That's
up.
good.
Group up as soon as they've got
This
armlet with
Lifestealer's
Blink.
got 1,900 gold on top of his armlet. He's got the Blightstone
Yep.
plus 15, or you know.
Plus
that's-
tier 1, right? He's gonna have a ton of gold. I think you give it to him too. You have to.
I'd take it if I was the puck.
They gotta have Nisha and enable
Thank you.
Deer with these infest bombs.
And that was a no ravage. You saw him like setting up for a ravage and no one else was coming. He's like,
Yep.
sick. This is a 3 for 0 with no ravage.
I like the 4 staff choice on Tide if he eventually gets
Oh,
it.
that cleave.
It's a DD tiny.
Oh my. Oh. Sorry, that was sick.
You made it more exciting.
Dude, I thought I was actually super sick. Ramsey's played. He did the double juke back.
Tried
He
to
did get the toss back,
Nice ice Vortex. Vortex 100% saved him there.
or did it?
Yeah, he's fine.
It saved him for the first time, and now he's dead. Should he have just kept running straight, or did it?
I
did it
think,
matter
yeah,
to you?
I honestly think his best chance was running straight, even if like he still dies that
Because another
way.
ice Vortex, right, might have been enough.
Yeah.
I think Razor catches with drums.
But
Six
plus
phase
he
drum.
went mech before 4 staff.
Yeah,
I thought
you're right.
like his first major item was gonna be 4 staff.
Versus Clock, yeah.
First clock Razor. Even like Morphling stun, it's good against.
Maybe-
You just get stunned and then you force the guy who gets stunned.
They got Roche. They got a Roche taker once he gets that Deso now too.
It's still bad.
It's still bad, but they can.
Yes,
If you get a
yes,
3 for 0,
it is a necessary item to ever rush.
they're gonna go for him. Can they? Oh, they thought he was gonna juke down. He almost does.
Shuriken though.
Is it enough?
Bit more, but Lil
He has blink on Pug if he gets.
He
pushed
saves
him.
No, the
Mr.
cogs-
President.
The cogs hit him,
Yeah,
so
he
he couldn't
pushed him with
blink. That was so
cogs.
good.
They'll get Lil out of it, though.
It's a track kill. 3 people.
These track kills are a lot of gold.
Dude, they're still down 3K.
This is the only way they can come back. So this is good. I like to let's make a game out of it.
Nice counter ward again though. Art style. He's been on point this game or the series. Pardon me.
Yeah, VP's warding has been very, very good this tournament with art style instead of solo.
Ramsey's going back for the BKB. I think he was going to go SNY, but he realizes that Kinguin's turning up the pace. If he goes BKB, he's just never going to die in fights.
All they have to do is survive the initial burst from the infest bomb with Puck, and then they
Yep.
can actually just win all these fights. I think that's definitely the best item choice.
I like the SNY on Lifestealer again, just for the mobility and chase and fights because they lack disables.
This Razor's enormous. He's got 500 plus GPM on a Razor.
10,000 net worth at 420. No. They're
Oh.
at the track. Will the A
If this
blast
A
hit?
blast lands.
It does. With the
Life
urn
stealer
on
can
him.
close the gap. Yeah, this is good. Can't toss rage anymore.
toss. Yep.
Ton of damage is going to come out, though. Ramsey's going to get, like, maxed out here. That doesn't work,
Yeah, you
unfortunately.
can't. The Fest does not remove that.
Yeah, he's dead now.
An effort was
Whoa.
made, but he'll get whipped on down. On the other side, look at this. Artsal catches up with another. Uh-oh. Just as Kinguin are starting to hit all their marks and getting a lot going with these team fights track, VP just continue to just make their mark. Say that they're the better.
First showing of the Razor BKB.
The minute they link Lifestealer to fight, I don't think they can win a fight.
Unless he gets out, like, immediately, and
Yeah.
he couldn't. Razor's far too quick.
Yeah, he's got the
Casual
Yasha
Yasha.
phase.
Lil's level 11. He almost has a Spirit Vessel with a Soul Ring.
He's actually
really
so farmed,
really
yeah.
farmed Clockwork. Even though he's bottom of the net worth of the whole game, he's still super farmed.
Dude, everyone's rich this game.
Yeah, the other
Yeah.
two supports
Yeah.
have track gold that have been
Yeah.
pouring in. Takes the spell lamp on AA. He's going Spirit Vessel too.
And he almost has it.
Yeah. Decent item. He does have it actually.
Yeah. Oh, man.
You throw a snowball at me?
Boom. So can we see? I mean, they're keeping in this 3 to 4K lead for VP, which is fine. I mean, one big team fight.
This
Can't
game
get
is
a
not
rush.
unwinnable.
It is
Like
absolutely
honestly,
not.
because of the fact that Morphling went this like more supportish build, like Lifestealer does scale well against Razor Tiny because as the game goes on, like he can actually kill Razor, but like before he gets enough damage. But it's still like it's like we said, it's still scary solo core. But they're looking to get something done with Infest, really important. Both to travel on Puck, I like that. We talked about them having some possible split push issues.
But bottom lane,
What's Shadow Shaman have? He has
Blink.
Blink.
Yeah.
That's so hard to play against.
it's a game changer.
He's got a good timing on it. Oh, Lil, he knew that was coming.
Out. Can he make it?
He's dead.
Is he?
By the casual cloak. Just kidding, he's dead.
I don't think he is.
The Veil though, the Veil and
Veil.
Spell Lamp, Spell Lamp.
I don't think it
Oh,
Oh,
man, okay,
great
Fogged.
math.
Come on, man.
That
I
was still
told
like
you he was fine.
70 HP away.
No,
thought he- I
that
thought
was
he had-
actually really close.
He was
That was-
30 HP from break.
That was definitely within
Someone
30
do the
HP.
math. Not on
Yeah,
here.
simple calculus, please.
He was close. Whatever.
Oh, it's not getting any better.
Artsal was still smoked
Yeah,
on the
Sentry
bottom.
Ward already prepped.
They get this tower, tier 2 already.
Even though Kinguin has Tide, they like can't fight into 4 or 5 heroes of VP. Oh, he has the. I was wondering what the heck is going on here. Pasha's morphing the Puck.
Oh, that's such a good one.
Yeah, it
He's
is.
got the ways to get into the back lines.
Orb and then waveform and even more.
Yeah.
Woo. Orb, silence, waveform, stun. Back into the team.
Potos doesn't feel unkillable, and they feel the same way here. They're just going to hold him in a place, no one going to smack him up, and he's going to steal a ton of damage for this
Dead.
push.
I'm surprised he went this mech. I don't feel like the mech actually helps him at all.
Would you want a blink tag or
The
force
Force.
stab?
I think the
Okay.
Force, yeah.
Just for
Force or
fun.
Hood.
I think Force and Hood would have been good. I think
Yeah.
he was trying to bail his team out though, right? Because they were having a bit of a rough time. He's like, all right, I'll go mech. We can group up, but it's not really working like that. Just trying to get into his thought process.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I understand what he was going for.
Yeah.
I think that in this game, he's like trying to solve a problem that isn't solvable.
What would that be in math? It's an unsolvable problem.
It's been a few years.
Divide by 0.
What's the cosine?
There you go.
Smart.
There-
Sorry, Fog.
Got him.
Cosine.
I don't even know what that is.
Cosine tangents. I remember all that
Oh, yes.
stuff. Good times.
All right, so
High
Fog, you're
education.
looking. What's going on here?
Kinguin's in a lot of trouble.
All right.
They have to make so much happen whenever they go for these infests. But VP, we heard them saying on the couch yesterday too. It's when you have these type of heroes and this type of lead, you don't want to just like keep forcing stuff. You see the way that they're distributed on the map. They're actually just playing the farm game. They know that they can take this to the later stages versus a single core lifestealer with their 2 cores. Well, 2.5 cores because this Morphling can get to a point where he's scary. So I think VP staying split up like this is exactly what they need to do to keep their lead. And they just have to maybe keep throwing some rockets, checking out the Roche in case Kinguin ever pushes out. But they can just show themselves a couple cores in the lanes and not be too worried on the side of VP.
Yeah, like Lifestealer can contest them late game, but that's with like equal or better farm, and he's not going to farm as fast as they do.
Yeah.
Because he's a Lifestealer with Deso Armlet.
Like that's what VP was saying on the couch yesterday, right? They were like, oh, this Razor should be farming more. I'm pretty sure they were saying.
Yeah, they were.
over and over again. So I feel like that's gonna be the exact turn that they take here. They just make sure this Razor's top of the network the whole game.
Knowing when to do nothing is one of the hardest things to do, actually.
Yeah, it is.
And
really-
patience.
Yes.
Exercising patience, exercising your advantage, just to go for a higher probability that there's going to be no answer from Kinguin.
Yeah, these top tier teams are just so good at it.
Efficiency around the map, right? That's pretty much what it comes
I
down to
think
at the
it
end of the day.
was. Gosh, was it last summit or the summit before where we saw like just a new form of VP?
Well,
They
Like,
used to
away from
they
the
used
divide.
to not do this.
The divide,
Yeah,
like we're just
exactly.
going to run you over, and then suddenly it was like, this is a team that's just so patient.
They have
now.
like they used to not have like an on-off switch, and now they have it. Like and
Yeah.
it's so well like it's perfectly timed almost every game too.
Radiant's top
They
tower
might
is under
lose
attack.
one hero here. Arcel. We saw them. They saw the fade from the bounty hunter there. Saw the pings coming out. They want Ramses. Without the A blast
See ya.
though, not gonna happen. With
So
the
the-
BKB, it's super tough.
In these type of games, I wonder exactly when VP's timing is. Like I think they're just gonna go when they have like just enough items they feel like they can fight,
Yeah.
and that's like BKB on Tiny, maybe next item on Razor, dagger on Morph.
oh my goodness.
He's Shadow Shaman. He's dead.
Only an AA to help him out. Like doesn't help at all.
They have like no cancel for the Shadow Shaman Shackle, even though
He's trying to
like
put
first
him up
round.
on this art style to be able to get him down, but here comes Ramses. He's going to get
Oh.
revenge, but
Radiant's top
okay.
tower
Phase boot's not off cooldown.
He's
On
like
the other
miniature, what
side,
the
it's
heck?
a tied-on-tied action here.
Oh, you get the taunt?
Oh.
Wait, you get the taunt when you
Giving
taunt?
him the backstroke.
The meta,
Oh,
the meta
man.
shifted.
The meta has changed.
The meta
Morphling versus
shifted.
Tide.
Now the
forever.
question is,
over.
I wonder if he knew that. You know, like or
He
did
tried
just
it
put-
instantly.
yeah. Either way, if he knew, that's
Yeah.
even like if he didn't know, that's even better.
Oh, I love
Dancing
Pasha.
Dota
on the
save.
team with your own taunt.
I love Pasha.
Good.
That's so funny, actually. He should steal Lifestealer. That's a good taunt too.
Damn, they didn't even get the AA though.
They didn't. He actually managed to juke the Razor because he lost the static link.
And the phase boots used them to initiate.
Plus Ice Vortex. You know, it gives him that move speed.
But offlaner.
no, they does it now? I thought they took that away.
No,
now.
they gave it to
They
him.
do, but you can actually read that it does it now,
No, it doesn't
It
say
doesn't
it
even
still.
say that
It
still?
gives you the movement speed though.
even if you hold Alt.
Nothing, it
Unplayable.
doesn't show it.
Okay.
Unplayable.
Oh,
Oh,
Lil.
Clock may be in trouble.
They shoot the J, bit
They
off the
clip
mark,
him
but
with
they'll
the-
be able to get the finish.
They did
possibly.
not clip him with the ult.
They tried to force staff break the coil there
Oh,
on him.
no. And he's out of there.
That was perfectly timed. That coil just
That
ended right
did
when he
just
hooked.
happen.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's got to feel good.
So
Morale
that-
pretty high for VP.
So is Razor going for Aghanims as a final item? I saw him take the Eye of
That's
the
such a
Storm.
common thing. I like right when I saw that talent, I thought it was
Yeah,
just
he is.
it's a 33% damage increase if you don't count the minus armor. So which like obviously as the armor is reduced, it's even more and more every hit.
Mhm.
So it just gives you ridiculous tower damage. Like
I think it makes Razor or Lifestealer's game like impossible. You run in and you
Yeah.
just get put to negative armor almost instantly.
Razors usually go something like Shiva's too,
Yeah, Shiva's good.
so you don't necessarily need like the 10 armor.
Well,
He's only got Lifestealer to worry about, and they have like 2 or 3 4 stabs already.
Solar Crest almost on Morphling. When you asked when VP's window was, right, it just doesn't matter. They
Yeah, I
just-
think
they can
it's
play
they're literally
forever.
just like, let's keep
Yeah.
looking for kills. We'll just push high ground when we feel like we have enough items. He's going Ags on Puck.
They don't have Razor here for VP. I don't think they want to go for this type of play.
around the shrine too.
They
Did
smoked.
they just flare right on
They
top of that
flared.
flare?
Yeah, there was a smoke on top of that flare.
Yeah. It's
It's rough.
VP's gonna claim high ground. Get the Razor to come over.
Yep, he's running over.
he knows they're there. He just doesn't care. I think.
I don't know if Kinguin should do this. Oh no, a fall of Ravage easily BKB'd. This is not good for Kinguin.
Oh my god.
They waddle their way out, and they're just kind of forced into a fight at this point. And Exotics here tries to go on in, but VP have already done so much work. Ramsey's there in the back line, is just ready to shred it all apart. Virtus.pro going on an all-out assault. Yeah, God damn.
That was freshly delivered Ags on Puck, right? Because I think I
Yeah,
saw that
the-
coil snap
yeah,
on
he's-
BKBs.
He was not aware on Ramsey's part. You could tell.
Yeah. But either way, they still just
3-for-1 into Roche.
run through them.
That AA blast, I thought it was gonna hit on 2, and then Pasha last second with the 4-staff. If you miss an AA blast or Ravage, right, you just can't win. This King-
4 staff is just so good against Kinguin's lineup.
Roche claim now. DD
Glad
on
they
Tiny.
recognize that. on VP.
Snipe the
Oh,
Roche.
Lil?
Oh.
Lil is.
he's good.
We're gonna say he's fine. He's probably gonna die.
He's fine.
He's fine.
He's fine.
Yeah. Yep.
It was closer this time than last
Yeah.
time. Are you
It
guys
was
serious?
closer this time.
Oh,
He's
swear.
I gave
Same
you
amount of health,
credit.
but he has more health.
Oh my, Ramses is just working him right now. Oh.
close enough to throw up, and they'll take the bounty down. He's got no buyback.
I mean, there's no ravage.
50 seconds.
This game got out of control quick.
I think VP loves playing versus bounty because they know in the laning phase.
It punishes like
Yeah.
lack of discipline. They do not have that problem.
Ooh.
No one went for it.
You miss every avalanche, you don't toss.
If I hear that thing one more time.
I was trying to make a pun there with the toss, but you know.
I heard it.
Thank you.
It was good.
But it's just fundamentally wrong.
Shut up, Grant.
Fog, you're a bully.
You're bullying BSJ.
Yeah,
When?
he's counter.
I was defending.
How was I bullying?
Defendering,
I just
yeah.
said that
Defendering.
saying.
Defendering.
Just don't defend her over here, please.
Yeah.
Did you see that? There's 2 catapults, Grant.
No, I didn't see
I know you get really excited
No,
about
I
2
didn't see
catapults
it now. I'm just sipping my coffee.
It's a 2-on-2 catapult action here, about to roll up.
Fog, double catapult wave.
Thanks, man.
And I mean, no ravage, but VP still doesn't. Oh, looks like they might be grouping up for middle.
It's
They
like
are.
Ugh! Did you put a track on me?
It's one of
Don't
those
worry,
like
it wears off in 10
if they
seconds.
don't fight, they 100% win the game, right?
Yeah.
In terms of VP, like they'll just outfarm. The only way they lose is by fighting. So they'll even though they're so far ahead, they'll take it really safely. But they obviously have Aegis, so they'll push high ground with Tiny. Siege with wards. Nobody else is gonna walk up.
They're going to try to chomp down the wards with
Just
the
take tier
rage.
3. They can maybe look to re-engage if they want.
There it. He's trying to toss back during the rage from Lifestealer.
That is an axe coil.
But they'll just stand in it, unfazed.
The coil wears off. Tiny. Love it.
Going up, down. Tide loses half his life. 1 Rax goes down. He'll hit him with a gush. I mean, they're all tracked up, so let's get some bank shots. Sure can toss, but nobody going to be hit hard enough to go down here. VP go in, they get what they want, and they leave.
Back to farming. Make sure Razor's just top of that net worth.
Man.
I almost need to watch this game back. I always wonder how Ramses is so farmed on Razor. That hero doesn't exactly farm fast. But he's like always. I mean, obviously he has his nuke, but
He's at like every fight too, right? Because
Yeah.
of the phase drum SNY build. So
he's like every fight, and then he's just most farmed hero on the map by far. Like out farming a Tiny.
This guy is regarded as like top 2 carries in the world, maybe even number 1.
Razor's like farm method is not like straightforward, so it's definitely a game to watch.
You said maybe top 1. Who'd be the other?
I don't know. I actually think Ramses. I think Ramses is my favorite carry player. I mean, I count Miracle as a carry player.
Yeah, same.
That's
what
why
I was
I'm like,
thinking. You
it's
were-
Mim and
yeah,
Miracle for me.
exactly. God, that wave
Okay, it's a hard move
staff.
for Morph.
Dude,
He has
he
to
lit-
Ravage.
Will it pay off?
Nope.
Coiled break.
They got him. Yep. That coil break.
Oh,
with
the
the
coil
axe,
break.
It's
so
700
much.
damage. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot they like buffed
thing
it
goes
with
Yeah.
the whole
nuts.
700 damage.
That was almost a
Snapped
nice
his
juke.
wand.
Wait,
neck.
so if you're Ice Vortex and you TP to base, does it count the Ice Vortex?
You probably take the
when it
damage.
snaps?
I mean, this
I think
is.
it goes inbound, but you'd have to test
We
it.
don't
That's-
know.
that's
I
a
mean,
good
I would
question.
assume it doesn't hit at the base, but
Okay, you know,
some things linger.
could make a difference.
Well, no one. He had that bottle up DD. Maybe wanted to go with something, but
Gives
Looks
everything
like
he got. Onto Deer. Deer trying to chew his way out of it, but
No infest. He's going for the Lincolns. It's like you have to get Lincolns because you don't want to get linked, but then what do you do damage-wise?
it's a full Shivas on Ramses, by the way, too,
Yeah.
not an Axe.
Usually it's Shiva. I usually see
One or the
Shivas into Ags. That's like usually why they go the talent, because you get the armor from Shivas, then you go back for Ags. But you don't even have to go Ags this game.
Mm-hmm.
You have Tiny for building damage in,
And Shadow Shaman.
and Shadow Shaman. Yeah.
I think this is where they're gonna try to just end the game. Is there bots on that Morphling? You said he had Tranquil boots,
Yeah,
right?
Tranquils.
Tranquils.
So that's what they want to do.
Yep.
Top lane. Bounty Hunter's like trying to get wards up, like, you know, if we see someone in the jungle, we can take a fight, but this is just a full committal from VP.
blink on Tide. Digging on Puck. See if they can make something happen with it. Otherwise, they're going to be taking some more severe base damage as the wards already dropped. Ramses going to town on the tier 3.
Aegis is down. They'll probably back when Lifestealer's up.
That one ward.
They may just not care though.
Toss in a creep after the tier 3 goes down. Now it's time to work on the racks. Doesn't seem like they're backing at the moment. There's the jump in. The Ravage flies out. Does connect onto 2. They're
That's
looking to go for the
morphling.
focus onto the no one Tiny, but they can't quite get it. Jump from Little, lock him into place, and now hell breaks out here. Toss back. Eats the tree, and Virtus.pro just clean house, and the Penguin will be forced to tap to keep him go down.
They tried to burst 9 Pasha, who was on
Tiny
he was
morphling,
morphed
yeah.
into Tiny, and when you morph back to your ult, you just get full health again.
And he used the Eul's play. He just heals
Yeah.
himself up, dodges the AA blast, and then just morphs back into it.
He stole the tower with his toss too.
Yeah.
Pasha's the man.
Look at him.
Stole Lifestealer and taunted.
Will he
He's gonna
die?
ult, he's
Just
fine.
kidding.
Yeah.
Ha! God.
Well played. Wow. A clinic almost from
This
VP in
was-
this series. Is what it feels like.
No mercy. Oh, but maybe they get Pasha here. Bye-bye.
Success.
Step 1 of 50.
Yep.
18k lead now. They're trying to chase.
Sliding away.
Oh, the uphill cogs.
Or movement
Kinguin
speed.
just desperate to grab anything they can here. I don't think they're gonna
Insta-hex.
get it. Yep, turn around, godlike Ramses now.
They're paying him. They knew he was still there.
Looks like
Who wants
Daptor
this?
wants to go
Oh
in.
no.
Oh!
The BKB.
Oh! What? Homing missile.
What? That is not how trees work.
Yeah, heat-seeking tree. I read it up about those.
It's not on planet Earth.
100 attack speed now on the Razor too.
Guys.
Already level 25, dude. Ramses is actually such a monster.
Agreed.
One comment I have about this game is like, you learn a lot about the draft when you watch how the game plays out. And we talked about how it's like a solo core lifestealer, and it's just so genius that they picked Razor at the end of the draft. And I know he's like good for the lanes, but they're just like, yeah, it's a solo core lifestealer, and the only way they win is by him getting farmed. So we'll just pick a hero that screws him over.
Lifestealer
Yeah, it's
and
left
Tide,
and
right?
Tide, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
You literally are gonna win a lane, 100%.
Yeah, you're gonna win the lane, but it's
Yeah.
like there's plenty of heroes that can win the lane. That's the
Yeah.
point. It's like what makes it so
Yeah.
for me. Like I learn so much when I look at that kind of stuff. It's just it is the I love. I'm like I'm gonna learn what the perfect pick here is, and I'm gonna find out why. And it was Razor, and it makes so much sense when you see it played out. That's just these top tier teams understand it so well.
Yeah. VP now going for the last play here, putting up these very aggressive wards. Close this game out.
Yeah, this is the final.
Does Arstal have Aghanims too? Did he get it on the poor Shadow Shaman?
Does it matter?
He does. And he's level 819.
Oh God.
For the Eggs wards. And Blink, you almost missed the takedown there of the little puck.
And instantly Exotic Deer is linked and getting ran down by
Yeah,
Ramses.
just walking the dog back home here. And he wants to go in for the finish. They do turn around with the ice
Ramsey gonna
blast,
go-
but already too much damage done. All the Penguins come falling down.
Dude,
Virtus.pro
Dance party in the cogs.
will be the first team to advance into the finals for the Summit 8.
No one is
They looked
feeling himself.
I
They
don't
looked
know.
so confident in this
Yes.
series, to be honest here. Their movement around the map, just the way they prioritized not just trying to end the game. They're like, all right, we can farm for a couple more minutes, make sure that we keep up that net worth advantage. And yeah, just very methodical plays coming out from VP.
I think you have to ban Tiny against them.
You have to ban a lot of heroes versus
I just feel like Tiny, they understand it so well. Like secures a lane, then they just like win the laning stage of snowball, and like they always have like a secondary core. This game the Razor, the other game the Medusa. That you know, I don't think Tiny's best as a 1 anymore because of the change to his ult, like no movement speed, less damage,
Mm-hmm.
and they just play it as like a we're gonna win this lane, and then we're gonna have some other hero that just carries the game, and no one plays a sick Tiny too.
I don't know. VP just looks a tier above too.
Yeah, I agree. Pasha in that offlane. Like all their 3 cores have been playing incredibly well. Same thing with the supports. Like, yeah, this is looking like the team that could take this
Yeah, it's
tournament
great
for
because
sure.
everyone knows art style. He's still a good player, but just having a new captain, and all that. I mean, Ramses has the crown during the drafts now as well, but art style just comes in, and the fact they can do this with a quote unquote stand-in,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Didn't they just first pick Tiny?
Yeah.
Or
It was Tiny Rasta.
Yep. No,
Tiny
Tiny,
Morph?
Tiny Morph.
AA
Tiny
morph.
Morph.
AA first
Okay, yeah,
pick,
they
and
had
then
second
Tiny
pick, and then
Tiny
oh,
morph
man.
because you're
The
right.
fact that they can just first round
two
two
cores,
cores like that.
two quote unquote counterable
But
cores.
like the
Yeah.
morph is that's a deny pick.
Yeah.
They're
No,
not
for
they're
sure.
but like they make it work and this like offlane kind
They've
of
done it multiple times now, though,
Yeah.
so you know that they are like fully aware of why they're doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know. After a game like that, maybe Posh just likes the hero now too.
I mean,
like he was having fun.
He was saying the other game when they picked it, he's like, yeah, I wanted to play Earth Spirit, and they picked Earth Spirit. So we picked Morphling, and I just turned into Earth Spirit.
Wait, did you get the rocks? Did you get the boulders?
Yep.
Oh, that's...
So he was having
did
that's
everything.
literally what he said upstairs when I was talking to
Wow.
them. He was like, yeah, I just wanted to play some Earth Spirit rolling around, kicking
Got
some
it.
stones, and it worked.
I wish I could think like that, playing against some of the top teams. Just like,
Right.
I feel like playing, like, when they played OG in the 6th game, their 3rd game, he's just like,
Pudge.
I just want to play some Pudge. Put it anywhere.
So who do you think has the better match? Like VP, does OG or Fnatic you think has a better chance against VP?
I think Fnatic has a better chance.
me too,
Because Fnatic's
actually.
more of like that wild card.
Wild
Well, I
card,
think OG. I think VP's played against OG so much they have such a
I
good
know.
matchup versus them. That being said, though, I think OG is gonna take the next series personally
Yeah.
myself. But I think
Ah,
Fnatic
no
has a
faith
better
in
match.
Jackie
I
Brown.
think
think
it's
it's
like reinvent themselves.
We'll see.
Or
We'll see.
something,
Envy
you know?
has been playing his
Out of his mind.
Yeah, out of his mind.
Did
Him
you
and
see,
DJ,
he
right?
got the shirt yesterday. He's gonna use,
BSJ.
He did get the
he's
promo
going
code.
to use the
He got the
promo
I don't
promo
know.
code.
I still think DJ also, like, I think DJ
Yeah,
and
he's been
Envy have
carrying that
had
team.
the tournament of their, I wouldn't say career, but of this year, maybe.
I think
They've
all
been
of
playing insane.
I think all those guys really have been stepping up. Like Ohio for me too this year.
Yeah.
He's been looking much better than the past. So I mean, I'm excited for the next series. It,
I really
it should
am.
be. It could be really close.
I'm super excited for
I
this.
think we should give some love to Kinguin. They're pretty
Absolutely.
good. They went
top
far.
4,
Hey,
top 4.
Made it
They
to
got
top
qualifying
4.
points,
They
yeah.
got points.
They came on the couch. They were
Yes.
chilling.
Yeah.
They're nice.
Super
they're
nice
great
guys.
guys.
They reviewed short films. They were super game. They
Yeah.
seemed like they enjoyed their time. And
Did they like the short films? I didn't get to see the one they reviewed or the ones.
Yeah, they were really good. They were the first set of players we had review, and I didn't know what to expect. What they're
Yeah.
some of them, they're like, this sucks, this sucks. Some are like, this is amazing, I love it. So
Yeah.
they were very engaging. Great team. Hopefully they keep their heads up, stay strong. They've
They
been
will.
together for a long time. I expect to see
Keep
more
going.
of them through the DCP.
Nothing but better, right? Like,
Yeah.
in terms of they've just been getting better and better.
They want VP or I mean, they actually want probably OG to win this, right? Because then they can just get the cruise. They go through all the qualifiers in the Europe region.
Yeah.
Because they're
OG
looking.
gets
They're looking
invited.
like the top Europe team outside of Liquid Secret, VP,
Yeah.
like all those.
Yeah.
OG.
So-
That's
OG,
still that's a
yeah.
lot of teams in Europe though. You can't
Well,
invite all
VP
three,
CIS.
right?
VP
Yeah. Well, I
CIS
mean,
technically.
But those are all like
Liquid,
tier 1 teams that
OG
are going
and
to go
Secret.
qualify.
Like
Yeah.
you can't invite all 3 of them, so they're still
Two of them
kind
for sure.
And then you just have to beat one. Yeah,
Yep.
they could.
I think that's
for sure.
It's definitely OG versus Fnatic next, by the way. Don't get confused by that thing right there.
Oh,
Yeah, that's-
shit.
Uh,
Complexity's
Wait, Cole's
back.
back.
NA's in it, baby.
No.
By
what a
tournament
tease.
ruling, it is an American tournament. Therefore, you
Automatically
Yeah.
into
you have the
Fnatic
Aegis of
is-
Immortal, and Fnatic, you have
Good job,
died.
Ramses. Come here, Ramses. No.
Congratulations again to Virtus.pro. They're going for back-to-back championships
And some,
and
yeah.
a three-time champions.
Three-time champions.
Three-time champions and a
Gosh,
two-peat, possibly.
Dang it,
right?
they're good. Yeah,
That's crazy.
that's nuts to me. Actually, they're
I
just
think
that good.
EG is the only other team that has 3 wins in Summit.
EG has 3.
I
Do
think
they have
EG has
3 or
3.
2?
I knew they had 2, but
Maybe I'm thinking Arteezy has 3.
I think that might be with
Secret.
I think it is. I think
Oh,
it is
okay,
like
okay.
that.
So this will be the first team to have 3.
if.
If they
Yeah.
win,
Yes.
it
Fnatic's
could be the
gonna
first team to
handle 'em.
get a.
I'd like someone to at least
win.
take a game off of them.
Oh yeah, they haven't lost a game.
Yeah,
Huh.
they're 6-0 in the group stages.
They're pretty good.
Looking
Looking good, man.
No one's feeling
Dang.
confident. He's feeling good.
He's got the swagger. He's got the tracksuit. He's so damn comfy looking.
He's like, I'm
All
just playing
right.
tiny.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Sign my shirt. All right, bye.
Already getting ready.
All right, we got to get excited. It's going to be Fnatic versus OG.
I'm excited.
Get some Envy. Got some fly no tail action. They're already getting the rooms, getting ready, gentlemen. Let's get hyped up and ready as well. We'll send it to a break. When we return, more Dota Summit 8. See you then.